Hello, and welcome to Nintendo's E3 presentation. Today, I will introduce the newest version of Zelda made exclusively for Wii, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I think this game will be remembered as a key turning point in Zelda's long history. At E3 2004, I stood on stage holding this sword and this shield. Adventures in Hyrule would not be possible without this sword and shield, and the items used to solve puzzles, and the map system used to confirm your location. In one sense, the history of the Legend of Zelda series has been a history of refining the interface that makes using these complicated mechanics easy. For many years, I've been asking if there wasn't a way to create a Legend of Zelda game that would give you the freedom to use your sword and shield and items freely and naturally. The answer I've come to this time is this: the Wii Remote and Wii Motion Plus. When we were making Swordplay for Wii Sports Resort, I spoke with our team and I said, this is it. Let's make the next Zelda with this. With a sword this light, you can move it around as you like. And while in Twilight Princess, you use the nunchuck to move Link, this time you will use it to raise your shield. And Wii Motion Plus isn't used only for sword control, it also makes using items very natural. On the bottom here is the B button. You just press this button to choose your item. But you know, it's kind of hard to understand without seeing the game screen, isn't it? Oh, I know. Hey, Bill, are you on stage?
Yeah, right here.
Can you help me out here? So why don't you just explain this button to choose your item? But you know, it's kind of hard to understand without seeing the game screen, isn't it? Oh, I know. Hey, Bill, are you on stage?
Yeah, right here.
Can you help me out here? So why don't you just explain the rest?
I'll do my best.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, so good morning, everyone. I'm here to show you Zelda. So the Wii Remote. You see, with Wii Motion Plus, the Wii Remote becomes my sword, right? And I've got my nunchuck, and that's going to be my shield. Oops, there we go. Oh, so I can swing kind of at any angle here. Ow, what? This is strange. Hang on, ow, what's going on?
Bill, that's not right.
What?
You've got to hold the shield more like a shield.
Wait.
And the sword like this.
Ow, what, no.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome. You know what? I think I'll explain it myself.
I think that might be a good idea.
Bill, you just take care of English.
Okay.
Okay?
That I can do.
そう。じゃあ日本語でやります。これね、具体的に説明するともそんなに難しくはない
I'll
んです。
explain it in detail, but it's really not that difficult.
本当に剣と盾を持っているというイメージを
Just
してくださ
imagine that
い。
you're holding a sword and a shield yourself.
で使うのはこのリモートの AB ボタン。
And all the buttons that you're going to use are going to be the A and B button on the Wii remote and the C and Z buttons on the
あとはほとん
nunchuck.
どのアクションですね。
And other than that, all the actions are going to be done using realistic motions.
でまずこうゼルダに大事なのは、
So what's important for a Zelda game is, of course,
剣ですね。剣はこの右手を振れば
so if you just shake your right hand, the sword will come out,
ですね。
and you can swing at any angle.
こうですね。それから Z を押せば前を向きます。
And if you press the Z button, you'll target in front of you.
さあこれで剣の動きを見てください。横に、横に。
And you can see the sword following my movements one to one. You can swing top to bottom, up and down.
じゃあちょっとキノコを切ってみましょうか。
Let's take a look at these mushrooms here.
こういう感じですね。
It's very simple.
さあ敵が出てきましたよ。デグババが早速出てきました
Okay, here we see the Dekubabas popped
こ
up
れは
here.
口のある方向に切らないとダメなんですね。だか
Now
ら
you
上
have
か
to
ら
pay
行っても
attention because the only way to defeat it is to cut it in the same direction that its mouth is open.
ダメですね。
See?
横向きに切ります。
It doesn't work if you cut top to bottom on it.
ビルの方が上手かな。
Maybe Bill's a little bit better at this than
横
I
で
am.
す。 横に切ります。じゃあ次ですね。
Okay, so here, I have to cut vertically. Oh.
よっ。やったやりました。そしてこの剣を高くかざすと、ス
Now
カ
when
イ
you
ウォー
hold
ド
your
ソードに
sword straight up
パ
towards
ワ
the
ーを誘
sky,
導します。
you can see it charge up with the power
そ
from
し
the
て
heavens.
剣ビームですね。
And then you can let loose sword beams.
回転切りは両手を振ります。
You can also do spin attacks by swinging both hands together in the same
こういう感じ
direction.
で進んでいきます。
So I'm going to run ahead here.
さ
Okay.
あ、なんか出てきま
There's
した
something
ね。
over here, I see. What's this?
目玉がですね。
There's an eyeball on that
こ
door.
の目玉はどうも剣を見てるみたいなんですね。
That looks kind of... Oh,
見ました。
look at that.
じゃあ
Oh,
こ
if I try to cut it, it
う目
closes
を
the
回してみ
eye.
ましょう。
But it's looking at the tip of my sword.
ぐるぐるぐるぐるぐる
Maybe I
ぐる
can
ぐる
I can
ぐるぐる
confuse it.
よし
There we go.
こんな感じで壇上に入ります。
It's kind of silly, but fun.
さあ、ここから本番ですよ、いよいよ。
Okay, now
ね
the real fight begins.
今度は盾を使います。
Okay, this time I'm going to use the shield.
盾は右手を振ります。
So with just the left hand, I'll give a quick shake to raise my shield.
オクタロックが出てきま
You
し
can
た
see
ね
an。Octorok has popped up here.
盾を構えているの
I
で、
can use my shield to block his rocks.
じゃあこれを盾アタックで跳ね返し
And
ま
if
す。
I do a shield bash,
よし。
then I can knock the rocks back
Oh.
at him.
あれ
Uh-oh.
あれ
There we go.
こんな感じですね。もう一個いきましょ
Oh, we've got one more here.
う。よし。あれもう一個。
Let me try again. There
よ
we
し
go.
こんな感じですね。
See?
大丈夫でしょうか。これで木も切りますよ。
You can, of course, cut the grass as well as trees,
Yoko.
too.
あ、縦に切っておきましょうか。あ、切れましたね。
Oh, I already cut it down.
また
Okay.
デバー出てきました。今度は横。よし。
Uh-oh, we've got some
で
some
いろんな
vocal blends here.
これはね、
Now, if you look at the vocal blends, you'll
は
notice that they're
剣で
protecting
シールドをし
themselves
てるん
with
で
their
すね。
swords.
だ
They're
から
trying to block
剣
my
の方から切
attacks.
ったらダメです。
So I have to swing my sword in a way that gets around their blades.
よし。剣を構えてない方から切ります。よし。
Oh,
お、ちょっと薬飲みましょうか。
you know what? Maybe I think I should take a break and have a little potion here.
これで大丈夫。
That tastes good.
よし。来ました。
Okay.
よし。
Oh,
よし。こういう感じですね。ちょっと手こずりましたね。
it took a little bit more than I expected, but
さあ、これでね、あと A ボタンの説明しましょう
now
か。
when you're in battle, let me explain
A ボタ
actually
ン
the
で
A
も
button here.
今度
When
は
you're
ね、
in
走り
battle,
回るんですね。
in targeting, you can use the A button
ヌンチャクで転がります。
to jump. When you're not in battle, you can run. You hold the A button down to run around and shake the nunchuck to
これで
roll.
ヌンチャクで崖も駆け上がります。
And then you can also run up cliffs and walls a little bit
こういう感じですね。
like this.
さあ、ここからアイテムの説明ですね
So。now let me go into the different items.
アイテム今までいろんなボ
Up
タンに
until
当ては
now,
めた
with
り
the
いろんな
Zelda
操
game,
作を作って
typically
きた
what
んで
we've
すけど
done is
も、
assigned an item to a
今度は
specific
皆さん
button.
こうアイテムをポケットに入れてるってい
For
う感
this
じをイ
game,
メージ
just
してください
imagine that all of your items are somewhere in a pocket.
でポケットに手を入れるのは B ボタン。
To put your hand in the pocket, you hold down the B button.
これで手首を返すだけでいろんなアイテ
And
ム
then you
が
just kind of move your hand around in the air, and you can pick any item that you want.
爆弾とか
So you can grab bombs, or
ムチとか
you can grab a
いろん
whip
な
this
アイテムに
time.
持ち帰られます。
We'll explain that in a moment.
さあ片付けてちょっと行きましょ
But we'll jump down here in the meantime and go through all the items one by one.
う。例えばムチ、パチンコにしましょうか。
So we'll start off with the
パチンコ
slingshot.
基本の。今度はね、画面を向けなくてももうこの場所から直接
Now what's
狙え
nice
る
is
ん
that
で
this
すね。
time in Skyward Sword, you don't have to point at the screen to aim. You just move the Wii remote in front of you, like you're moving a real slingshot, and that moves the cursor to aim.
スパロボール
And
を
you tap the A button to shoot. Nope. Oh. These are some fast spiders.
よし。
Okay.
じゃあもう剣で
I'll just take this one out with my sword.
剣で切りましょう。
There we go.
今度はね、いつもの爆弾です
So
ね。
next we'll take
爆
out
弾
some
今度はい
bombs.
ろんな使い方がで
The
きま
bombs
す。
have a variety of different ways you can use
まず
them.
普通に置くと
You
A
can
ボ
press
タン
the
に
A
下
button
に
to
置き
set them
ま
on the ground.
す。ね。でもう一個持って今度
You
は
can
上
just
に投げ
tap
る。